We're real excited about returning to St. Johns County.
A familiar face is returning to the St. Johns County School District. Amy Cherry has more on our lead story.
Brennan Asplin will serve as Deputy Superintendent. He previously held the title of District Deputy Superintendent of Academics and Students for St. Johns County Schools. The Deputy Superintendent role involves
building new schools, maintaining the school system as far as capital is concerned, dealing with the growth. We're growing so quickly here in St. Johns County.
He tells St. Augustine's local morning news what gets him out of bed every day.
We can provide the resources necessary to help students have options as they move forward in their life. And that's the key, is for them to be able to critically think and leave us and graduate with the opportunity to have options, what they want to do next, whether it's in college or career or military. I think also just watching, especially the elementary students, when they learn to read between pre-K to third grade, and that light bulb goes on and they begin to read, and then they're ready to move forward in their education. That is huge for me.
Asplin was ousted from his position as superintendent of Sarasota County Schools by a new conservative majority school board in December. He had worked for Sarasota County Schools since 2020, leading the district through the COVID-19 pandemic and Hurricane Ian. With St. Augustine's local morning news, I'm Amy Cherry.
This local news is a service of your hometown Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you.
What drives much of the downtown nightlife is the wedding industry, and it creates large releases of very drunk people.
That's St. Augustine City Manager John Regan at Monday's commission meeting. He gave a presentation of the final report on the sociable city assessment prepared by the Responsible Hospitality Institute. An area of concern regarding public safety downtown is weddings. There are about a dozen formal wedding venues downtown, as well as several informal venues nearby. Police Chief Jennifer Michaud says what happens after weddings can be a challenge for officers.
When the wedding venues do let out and they just throw them in the streets, the number of officers don't change at that time. So our response times is a concern. The amount of people that are downtown with the staff that is on patrol is a major concern.
Commissioner Barbara Blonder sees a connection between the surge in short-term rentals and wedding venues.
Both have combined and separately put a lot of stress on our city and our resources. I think that there's something there that we really need to focus on and come up with strategies that improve the livability of our city, bring residents back into the downtown area and so forth.
Regan said this is a good time to bring city government's role in managing downtown nightlife and interacting with the business community back onto the front burner.
It's really tough on the business community when government's trying to do something to you in the middle of the night of light. So we're now at the moment to become re-engaged, to work on rulemaking.
For St. Augustine's local morning news, I'm Rich Petchke.
Florida Water Tours operates a nonprofit program called Water Warriors. They take kids, many of whom wouldn't normally get to go on boats, out on excursions and turn them into little scientists. Educational Director Christy Corrigan tells Liz Ryan about the program.
We have a 90-minute field experience. We go out on our Coast Guard approved vessel and we scout for wildlife. Then we do water quality samples. So the water quality includes the water temperature, the pH, as well as a plankton tow, and we look at plankton under the microscope.
Christy says Water Warriors hosts all kinds of groups.
Homeschool groups in the area, private schools. We've worked with St. Augustine Youth Services, many foster students in the area.
On these tours, the kids get to explore local waterways.
They go from the Comanche Cove Marina, and then we'll go out into the St. Augustine Inlet, and then we'll take them through Salt Run, we'll go around the bayfront, and then we'll look at birds through Bird Island.
Christy loves the looks on kids' faces when they spot a dolphin.
They scream and holler when they see dolphins for the first time, so then that sparks passion in them to want to protect and conserve. And we have conversations about plastic and about pollution.
The kids talk about how much they love these trips, and often it sparks something within them.
I'll have parents email us stating that their child has now gotten involved with a school project where they're trying to help the environment or they're creating something to help with plastic pollution, things like that.
So if you're already thinking about what you're going to do with the kids this summer,
we have the Marine Field Experience geared towards all age students and families to come out on our vessel for 90 minutes and experience the science lessons that we do with our group educational tours, opening this up to the community because everybody's a learner.
to sign up or make a donation, go to floridawaterwarriors.org. For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Liz Ryan.
And now you're up to date with St. Augustine's local morning news. I'm Rich Carroll.